What's good, Relocation Football League fans? And here we are with week 2 with the main event of the commentated games. And we have ourselves a good one. The Columbus Aviators are going to be traveling to San Diego to take on the Season 2 champs, the San Diego Red Dragons. So this, despite the overall difference here, a whole 11-point overall difference that the San Diego Red Dragons have over the Aviators, still should be a really good matchup. Aviators lost last week against the Voyagers in the shootout, ended up losing that game 24-34, and I mean, they were up for a majority of the game, and the defense, I don't know what happened. They just gave up big plays at the end, and it ended up costing them. So they come into this matchup 0-1, but the Red Dragons haven't played yet. They got a simulated win last week, and I'm pretty sure they won big. I think I looked at the simulated win. They won, I think, like 46-6 or something like that. So the Red Dragons are fired up coming into this game. And so with all that being said, there ain't nothing else to do but just to watch and see what the outcome's going to be. So let's get it. Columbus Aviators versus the San Diego Red Dragons. Let me make sure that I don't have any special playbooks. Yeah, I gotta back out real fast. And so get back, and hopefully they'll get their original playbooks back. Yep. So the playbooks are there. Let's get it. What's good, Preston? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. You too, Ethan. Got guys saying the Dragons. I've seen a couple guys in the Discord saying they got the Aviators with the upset here. This is, I don't think this was the, it wasn't the AFC Championship game, but it was the conference. Was it the conference championship? Yeah, not the conference championship, but the divisional round of the playoffs. Just the last season that this game went down, and the Red Dragons ended up beating the Aviators. And then they went to go take on the Celtic Tigers, where they ended up beating them, going to the championship, and ultimately winning the Relocation Bowl. So this should be a very interesting and good to watch matchup. But here we are. I don't know why I can't hear anything on my microphone. So I got to make sure that I get that situated. Can't hear anything at all. Still can't hear anything. I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, I just got to take my mic out then. So, I'm going to be winging it here. So, I'll be commentating with the sound coming through my TV instead. But here we are in San Diego. The Red Dragons going up against the Aviators in what should be a great matchup between these two playoff caliber teams. Red Dragons, current champs, looking to make it right back and win 2 back-to-back championships to be the first team to ever do it. They so far hold the current highest overall rating for a team. And so let's see how they'll fare here in their first recorded RFL game. As I said, got the simulated win last week. The Aviators lost last week, so a 1-0 Red Dragons team going up against an 0-1 Columbus Aviators team. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Aviators, Red Dragons, the game is underway. The Red Dragons going to field this one from the 3-yard line. Here he is, a full head of steam, and he gets this one all the way to the 44, starting out the game with a great return. And here we go. We got Joey Lewis coming out onto the field. 4 touchdowns, 250 yards passing, no interceptions. What's good, Dreon? Let me make sure that I have my volume up, because I got a feeling that my mic isn't on. I hope that that's not the case, but you can never be too cautious. And yeah, okay, it is. Just wanted to make sure. And so here we are. Got the San Diego Red Dragons, RFL champs, with the ball first, as they'll have it at the 44-yard line after a great return. Under center here in the first play, they go with a toss play. juke move as he takes it to the outside and runs out of bounds and loses a yard. A great pursuit right there by the defense, washing him out of bounds. Ended up losing a yard on that pitch play without even having to make a tackle. It was good, Ladarius. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. 2nd down and 11. Looks like they're setting up the screen. He just was able to get that pass off. And that's going to set up now a much more manageable 3rd down situation had that have been a sack. Last second throw right there by Joey Lewigs, and it's now 3rd and 2. Joey Lewigs looking, throws, and he's got a completion to Sean McClure. And Sean McClure in his simulated win against the NFL team ended up having 3 receiving touchdowns. So who knows how that will affect him in this game. But he is on fire heading into this game. So they're going to have to figure out a way to slow him down, as well as their big-time receiving threat outside receivers with DeAndre Compton and Andrew McIntosh. But here goes Lewigs throwing into the flats, and he ends up losing a yard on the pass. So a 1-yard loss on the play. Once again facing a 2nd and 11. Ball here at the 41, shotgun for Joey Lewigs. And here goes a counter run play as he's going to be lit up. Hit by Medlin. And that's going to bring up now 3rd and 14. It's a loss of 3 on the play. Here's a look at this counter run play here. Tried to get it out to the right side. Didn't fool Medlin as he just ran right into the blitz. So Medlin able to take advantage and light him up, given the opportunity. So the tackle gets made. It's now 3rd and 14 for the Red Dragons. Play action here for Lewigs. He's getting chased out of the pocket, and he's going to be brought down for a sack as Brian Swain was able to hawk him down. So the defensive end able to stop the Red Dragons after what looked like was going to be a good-looking drive. And they are not in field goal range, so they'll have to punt it away. Here's a look at this play right here. As you can see, play action. Brian Swain doing a great job handling the edge. Actually took on 2 guys. Ended up beating them fairly quickly. And he hawked down Lewigs. Was able to bring him down for a sack. So good defense right here for the opening drive for the Aviators. And so now the Red Dragons going to have to punt it away. And here goes the punt. This one angling towards the right and goes out of bounds at the 6. So a really good punt right there. And so that's really going to help out this already tough San Diego Red Dragons defense. And so here we go for the first time today, getting a look at the Aviators defense. Going to be led by Russell Rennis. His receivers more so on the smaller end as far as height, but they sure are some playmakers. It's 1st and 10 here at the 6. They'll be in a pistol formation. They'll motion the rookie Maynard out to the left side, and here they go with a run, and the defense already off to a great start. They absolutely destroy that play in the backfield. They send a blitz, and that's going to be a 3-yard loss and set up 2nd and 13. And this was just an all-out blitz. You can tell that probably the Red Dragons absolutely read out that they were going to run the ball in their first play. They send the house, and they get there. What's up, Coach Brown? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. You too, Dreon. It's 2nd and 13 at the 3, and here they go, play action. Dangerous situation here, throws while on the move, and this one overshot and complete on his first pass. So they need 13 yards to go here in order to pick up this first down. This is going to be a tough situation being backed up at their own 3-yard line, but it looks like they may play it safe and run the ball here with this I formation. And they don't. They try to go off with some play action, and the defense is there for a safety as he'll be met by the safety, Alex Stone. And that just wasn't a good play call. You already know that the Red Dragons are going to blitz you. And so they go to the play action. That takes just way too long. And he's sacked immediately after carrying out his fake. So the Red Dragons already getting points, and it's not offensively, it's through the defense. They get 2 on the board as they'll get the safety. Alex Stone getting some credit right there and getting shown some love on the sideline. And here goes the Aviators as they'll have to punt this one away to the Red Dragons offense. This one's going to be fielded at the 24. Nice spin move. And he'll be brought down at the 34-yard line. That's Malcolm Rucker on the return. He said live commentary that isn't from the game. Announcers said. Appreciate it, my guy. Try my best. But everybody just hates listening to EA's in-game commentaries. First down and 10 here at the 34-yard line. Shotgun for Joey Lewis. He's going to look to pass here, and he tries to take off with it. Still on his feet. And he's going to go down at the 33-yard line. That's going to be credited as another sack for Brian Swain. And that was just a good job right there by Swain, once again, making sure he had his edge contained. He ends up actually kind of running into him, and because he fell, they're going to credit him for the sack. And so already 2 sacks at the start of this game on their first 2 possessions. So a sack loses them 2 yards, and it's now 2nd and 12. Under center is Lewis, an outside run. And there they go. The Aviators defense standing strong, making a solid tackle behind the line of scrimmage as Brandon Gabriel. As they'll lose 2 more yards. CJ Bobo had no space to be able to maneuver. And this is just Gabriel taking on the block here of the lineman. Took on pretty much 2 guys, and he ended up just coming up with a solid tackle for loss. And that's 2 back-to-back plays that they lose 2 yards. So now they'll be facing a long 3rd down situation. They need 14. Joey Lewis looking here to pass. Throws off his back foot, and this one incomplete. First incompletion of the day, and that's going to bring up a quick 3 and out. And so the Aviators defense able to hold up fairly well. And the only issue that a lot of guys would say about the Red Dragons has just been the offense. The offense, yeah, can be explosive at times, but if that offense can just be consistent at times getting points, then this could be a team that can easily make themselves right back to the championship. Even last season, their offense was better, but it wasn't a top-notch group that can just go down the field at ease. Sometimes they just have those struggles on offense. But back out onto the field comes the Aviators offense. Last time they were on the field, had terrible field position to work with after a beautiful punt that went out of bounds at the 6. They ended up getting safety, and now they're down 2-0, but they'll have much better field position here at the 23. Offset I formation, and here goes Russell Rennis, a draw play. Beautiful spin move, and he'll get it out to the 28-yard line. That's Kadron Lusk on his 2nd carry of the day. And that's a good run right there. Picks them up 6 yards. And it's 2nd down and 4. Shotgun for Rennis as he'll look to pass. Throws over the middle, and this one just hits the turf as that one falls incomplete. He's off target. And now they'll be facing 3rd down just like that. And so here goes a big 3rd down here for Columbus. They need 4 yards if they want to keep this drive alive. Shotgun for Russell Rennis. He's going to look to try to pass. Throws into the flats. A nice over-the-shoulder catch made there by Kadron Lusk, the back. but he is led too far as he'll go out of bounds, and that'll just be a 1-yard gain. And so it's now 4th down, and they'll have to punt it. And so the punt's away. He's going to have space to return this one here, and he doesn't hit any moves as he gets taken down immediately. And Victor Sawanga, their Pro Bowl kick returner, goes down at the 17. And so Joey Luigs and his offense going to have to go a ways if they want to put up 6 points. But we'll see if they can get things going here offensively on this drive. It's 1st and 10 here. Shotgun at the 17 for the Red Dragons. They'll go with a counter run play, and CJ Bobo making his way past the 20. And it's going to bring up now 2nd down. And here's a look at this offensive unit of the San Diego Red Dragons. They are just absolutely stacked, to be honest. Those outside receivers, Deontay Campton and Andrew McIntosh, not to mention the tight end is just absolutely dangerous. Sean McClure, 3 touchdowns last week. This team can be dangerous, but they're just inconsistent. And here they go with an outside carry to Bobo, and he just absolutely gets lit up. Goes right back where they started. Rashad Mellon has been laying some big hits. Just like that, it's 3rd down here for San Diego. Joey Luigs moving out of the pocket, and there he goes. It's a 1st down. Doesn't slide, but he hangs on to the ball, and that's going to be a gain of 22 and a 1st down for San Diego. And this was just a smart job right here by Joey Luigs. You see him looking down the field, can't find anybody open, takes off. Probably would have liked to see him slide because you don't want your franchise quarterback just running out there just taking hits like that. But he picks up the 1st down, hangs on to the ball, and they continue to keep this drive moving. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's an I formation as they'll run the ball. CJ Bobo going to get wrapped up. He gets to the 40, picks up about a yard, and it's going to be 2nd down. We talked about the offense of the Red Dragons. Let's look at who they'll be facing on this defense. This team is just absolutely stacked up front. At D-line is probably the strength of this team. They definitely got some fast outside linebackers, but not to mention got really good cover corners. Len Mayberry was a Pro Bowl corner for them just last season, and he is just a very physical corner when he's up in the press, and they'll press the corners right here on this play. 2nd down and 9, play action. Joey Luigs rolling out of the pocket, throws across his body. This is never good, but the catch is going to be made for a 1st down as Deontay Compton is able to hang on. And this is just what you don't want to see your quarterback do, throw across his body, because it usually doesn't end out well. But when you got tall receivers who can make plays and grabs like this, that's a tough catch to be made. But Deontay Compton and Andrew McIntosh, 2 6'6" tall receivers on the outside, they can go up and make plays like this all day. What's good, Brandon? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. It's 1st and 10 after a great play by Compton. And it's be a run play. CJ Bobo gets it to the 40, as he'll pick up about 4 yards. CJ Bobo last week, 18 carries, 91 yards. Didn't get any scores, though, on the ground, but his team won big in the simulated win. And so they're looking to get their first RFL game win here against an RFL team. They're up right now by 2, and so far looking to extend that lead. It's looking like a good drive. Hand off to the outside, and here goes CJ Bobo with some key blocks. He's got one guy to beat, but a great job. He does a great job actually with that angle on making that tackle, and that's going to bring him out at the 17. So it's going to set up now 1st and 10 for San Diego. And you just like those outside runs. You like to see when you guys get those edges sealed on those outside runs, because if that running back makes it to the outside, it's going to be a big gain. And that's exactly what that play ended up being. And so it's 1st and 10 at the 17 for the Red Dragons, and they are moving. Defense got 5 guys on the line, 2 backers off the edge, as they'll have 3 down linemen. And here goes A throw, completion, and he almost gets to the first down. I think he's just short. Lynn Mayberry on the tackle, and it's a 9-yard gain for Sean McClure. And this is usually where it gets dangerous and it gets scary for most teams with Sean McClure. When it's in the red zone, he is a tough guy to cover at that tight end position. You usually see him just get open against those linebackers, and here goes a takeoff out of the pocket by Joey Luigs. And that's going to be a first down and set up first and goal for the Red Dragons at the 4. It's good, Mitchy Boy Gaming. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Don't worry about it. Glad you were able to make it. Red Dragons on top after getting a safety earlier today. So the score is 2-0, and they're looking to extend that here as they'll have first and goal at the 4-yard line. Shotgun for Luigs. He's got 3 receivers out wide to the right. And they'll run it, though, and he gets wrapped up right at the 5, so that's a loss of a yard. And that right there was a touchdown-saving tackle. That could have easily been in the end zone had he missed it. Looks like the blocks were sealed. He just made a nice play and a nice tackle to make him lose a yard on it. So it's now second and goal at the 5-yard line, and here goes Joey Luigs. It's a handoff, gets the blocks, fights, and a great tackle made there by Medlin at the goal line. He gets stopped right at the 1. What's good, Gamer Alex? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. You too, Coach Knight. Third and goal right at the 1-yard line. This is as close as you can be to the end zone, but that is going to be the end of the first quarter. And so the Red Dragons on top here with a safety, 2-0 at the end of the first. And so let's see if they can score on this third down play at the start of the second. Watching the RFL here with your boy Smitty. And so I usually don't pitch commercials, but hey, go buy a Snickers. We already was talking about Snickers earlier when we was talking about Brady Hudson not being himself. Maybe if he had one before the game would have been much more easier to win. But it's third down and goal here at the 1. And they are spread out with receivers. It's a handoff, and they absolutely stop that play as he gets blown up behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5. Defense just knew that was coming, I guess, and Havner, the defensive tackle, is coming in free. And he brings down Bobo for a huge loss, and so they'll have to settle for 3 points. So this is going to most likely be an odd-scoring game, even though it already is with 2-0. But the field goal going to make it 5-0 if it's good. And so the kick is up, and it's good. 3 points, 5-0 Red Dragons. Still a one-possession game. All it takes is a touchdown for the Aviators, and if they can get that, they're already going to take the lead. Yeah, tackle definitely came quick. Just had too many guys that they sent that their offensive line couldn't pick up for. So that ended up not working in their favor. But here goes the Aviators on the return. Gets it out to the 23-yard line. And let's see what the offense can do. Also, Rennes so far today hasn't quite been able to move his team. But his team so far is still in good field position. Oh, still in good position to be able to compete against the Red Dragons here. Despite being on the road, they got them only with 5 points. And let's see if they can get some points here. It's a run. Beautiful juke move by Kadron Lusk as he'll be taken down close to the first down. They're going to call him inches short. And it is a 10-yard gain for Lusk. What's good, M Shadows? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. YouTube Vander Station Snipe. That was just a really nice run right there. Just took the ankles of the defender on that run. Able to get some more yards after the juke. Inches short as they'll be here at the 33. Pistol formation. He's got 3 guys in the backfield with him. 2 tight ends and Kadron Lusk. Play action as they'll look to throw to take a shot here, and he is just off the mark. And that's just something you don't want to see your quarterback just make those type of throws. He was open in the flats, and he just missed on that pass. He could have threw it to him into the flats, could have caught it and just turned it upfield, but missed on that one. It's 3rd and inches. What will the Aviators do? They'll run the ball. Here they are to the outside. The defense is ready. That's Le'Veon Henry at Michigan State coming up and making a solid tackle. And that's going to bring up now 4th. And they'll have to punt it once again. And so the punting unit able to get this one off. A lot of space here for this return. Once again, Sirwanga with no moves. Just flat out runs it. Pro Bowl kick returner there, but it's going to be still some good field position. Gets it out past the 20. And so the offense going to come back out onto the field again. Lead is grown to 5. After their last possession, they were able to pad up 3 points with a field goal. The drive was looking great. They got stopped right at the 1. And on 3rd down, they just couldn't punch it in. 1st and 10. Here goes Luigs over the middle, and this one's sailing high. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Meadows says he's got the Aviators 17-8. And the way things are playing out to me, I just don't feel the Red Dragons will end up with 8 points. There they are, a handoff. Tries to make something happen here on the ground, but the defensive pursuit was just excellent. That'll be a loss on the play, and so it's now 3rd and 11. And you get a look at this defense right here. As you can see, he ran the ball out to the right, but just the defensive pursuit, Brian Swain in particular, he's already got himself a couple of sacks here today. And there he is, making a solid tackle for loss. That defense just slanted excellent out to that that right side. Big 3rd down situation here for the Aviators. They're trying to get this stop, but the Red Dragons trying to pass forward, getting chased. And he goes down for a 3rd time by Brian Swain. Swain is just killing it, containing that edge. 3 sacks. He's got 3 tackles and 3 sacks. I mean, this guy is just balling right now. And let's get another look at this play again. It's play action, and it looks like he's only got a few guys going out wide on a route. It's 3 guys that he's looking for, and he just could not find anyone open. The coverage was excellent, and that's one thing that the Aviators pride themselves on is pass coverage. They got the players for it, and so Joey Luigs just could not find anybody, and down he went for a sack. So the defense of the Aviators playing lights out, to be honest. But it's going to take it's going to be a long day for them, as the Aviators are going to get the ball here on offense, and it's not going to be easy for them to move the ball on the Red Dragons defense either. What's good, Matt Boo? Appreciate you coming to the live stream. And here goes the Aviators once again. No points on the board. Still just trailing by 5. First and 10 at the 34. Here goes Russell Rennis. 2 guys in the backfield with him. He'll look to throw on 1st down. And down he's going to go for a sack. That's Charles Raymond, former linebacker of the year. Actually, former defensive player of the year, I believe. And he wraps him up. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and long situation. And there's Charles Raymond just going up one-on-one against the right tackle. Beats him. Nice little swim move. And there he is getting the sack along with his defensive end, Mike Luke. And that brings up now 2nd and 5. Excuse me, 2nd and 15. They lost 5. No motion Maynard. And here they are looking to run. Spin move doesn't work out for him as Alex Stone able to make a tackle for a loss. Once again, this time they'll lose 3. There's another look at this play. They just sent Alex Stone right off of that right side. And that's just where that run was going. And so a great defensive play call right there by the defensive coordinator of the Red Dragons. And so now it is a 3rd and 18 that the Columbus Aviators will be facing. 4 receivers set here. And in the gun is Rennis as they'll look to try to pick up these yards. Stepping up in the pocket, pressure's coming and down. He's going to go for a second time as Charles Raymond gets the sack. He's just an absolutely destructive force and big key playmaker for this Red Dragons defense. I mean, he every season in the RFL has just been a huge playmaker. Made the Pro Bowl for both of the seasons, and he's already off to a great start this season, getting his, well, 1.5 sack right there. They're going to count it. That last sack that he got wasn't a full one, but that's 2 times he's been in on a sack, and he's already starting the season out well. So 4th and 25, they had no answer. It's just another punting situation for them, and here goes the return. So Wanga, still no moves, goes down at the 28. Brandon says he sees a blowout coming. We'll see. The Red Dragons going to get out onto the field at the 28-yard line. Here goes CJ Bobo. He's had trouble running the ball today. That Aviators defense has just been relentless with their pursuit to the ball carrier. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 28. They're not even going to think about running it here on 1st down. 5 wide, empty set. And here goes a throw. Receiver screen. And somehow he was there to make a play on him, but they found a way to get the ball out to Russell Fender. And that ended up actually working out in their favor. Picks up 5. Here's another look at this play. I thought he was going to be tackled for loss right there. Just finds a way to get around Brian Swain and pick up those yards. This is a great job of being aware, knowing where the defender was, got around him, and he turned a play that should have been a loss into a 5-yard gain. Second and 5. Here they go with CJ Bobo. Explodes, jump cut, and there goes a big 1st down run for the Red Dragons. 13 carries, only 33 yards so far, but if they let CJ Bobo get started, it's going to be a long day for them defensively. And he did a great job just exploding through the gap. And what about the blocking there on the outside? Deontay Compton putting down Lynn Mayberry and springing CJ Bobo for that big run. And he hits a nice little jump cut on Medlin. And that's going to be a San Diego 1st down. First and 10 at the 46. Here goes another run. CJ Bobo running with some authority there, and he gets it across midfield out to the 49 for a gain of 5. Second down and 5. Here goes Joey Lewis maneuvering through the pocket. Great catch right there and great play. It's another 1st down for San Diego. So they are moving the ball, and when you think about the success of this offense, it all really comes down to Joey Lewis. If he can move the ball and have opportunity to make some plays, which right there he doesn't get that time. Martinez Bibbs comes in and gets the sack. It's a loss of 7, but when he's got opportunities to look down the field and throw the ball, with those threats that he has at receiver and at tight end, I mean, he can really get the offense moving. I mean, this offensive line is a really good, solid group as well, but there's just times where Lewis has his good days and there's time where he doesn't. I mean, he's pretty much a good, solid, consistent quarterback, but not as consistent as you would want him to be as your starter. But here we are, 2nd down and 17, as they'll run the ball, and this is read out perfectly. Great job by Brennan Gabriel. Acted as a defensive end right there, contained the edge, and just absolutely brought down CJ Bobo for a big loss. It was good, Packer fan. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Play action, and here goes Joey Lewis maneuvering, and he'll take off, and this is just going to be a 2-yard gain. So those big last 2 defensive plays right there really worked out and helped Columbus push the Red Dragons out of field goal range, or at least having a chance to kick a field goal, and so they'll have to punt it away. So good defense right there by the Aviators. Punt goes out of bounds at the 19-yard line as it sails out to the left. So the Aviators again still down by 5. Their defense is holding their offense hasn't been able to score anything yet. And of course, as we said already today, it's just not going to be that easy when you face up against the #1 defense in the league just a season ago. And the RFL season champs. 1st and 10 here with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the half. They'll motion Winkler into the formation. And here goes a run as Kadron Luss, breaking through some tackles, gets it out to the 24-yard line. And it's going to be a gain of 6. Eric Williamson gets credited for that tackle. And that was just an up-the-gut run. So the Aviators got to take their time. There goes a run, and the Red Dragons with a big defensive play right there by Lavion Henry. And Lavion Henry is just a spectacular corner. He was a rookie a season ago that they drafted out of Michigan State. And he has just been an impact player on that defense since day one. And there he is coming up, helping, showing that he can not only cover, but he's good in run support. He just about does it all. And right there, it's going to set up now a 3rd and 7 for the Aviators. I just relocated into the Red Dragons and the uniforms were available. All right, here goes Rennis. He knows he's got to throw that one away. He took a shot too. 1 for 5, only has a yard. And so the defense, once again, getting the job done. 3 and out. And the Aviators are going to have to punt. So here goes the punt. No fair catch called, and he'll be taken down immediately at the 23. He's had fairly short returns, averaging 3 yards a return so far. Here goes CJ Bobo. Look at his numbers. He's got a lot of touches. They've been giving him opportunities, but this defense, they're just playing really good against the run. He's only got 34 yards off of 15 carries. I formation here at the 23, and here they go, a run to the outside. CJ Bobo trying to stiff arm and get away from Medlin, but he wraps him up and brings him down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. What's good, dog man? Appreciate you coming through the live stream, and we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the first half of this Week 2 main event as the Red Dragons are on top just by 5. And the Aviators haven't been able to score a point yet. And here they are looking throw. This is a completion, and that's Deontay Compton. It's going to be a first down for the Red Dragons. Deontay Compton, just a big-bodied receiver, but he also has the speed and agility to just make plays like a smaller receiver. Here's another look at that play. Just a simple slant route. Great ball placement by Lewis, catching him in stride, and he just explodes to get that extra yardage that he needed and a first down for the Red Dragons. Five wide empty set here for the Red Dragons, and here goes Joey Lewis. Rolling out of the pocket, he's going to take off. He's got a first down, big hit, and he fumbles the ball. Brendan Gabriel just absolutely lights him up, but he gets up. He's okay, and you just would like to see your quarterback, as I say all the time, slide, but he wanted to make sure he picked up that first down, and Gabriel made sure he paid for it. There's another look at it. Gabriel just coming on in hot, seeing, hey, this guy not going out of bounds. He's got the first down. Got to make sure that he knows this isn't going to be something that's going to happen on a frequent play when he gets out of the pocket. So he lights him up. Luckily, he didn't have enough space for the ball to still be in bounds on the fumble. And so it's 1st and 10 here at midfield. Joey Lewis going deep. Had a guy wide open. Had a step on the defender. And that was Dion Lockley in coverage. He's shaking his finger no, like he was in position, but if he had delivered a better ball, that would have been most likely to the house for 6. And that's just an opportunity you just can't miss as a quarterback. You got an opportunity to score on a big 9 ball. It's pretty much like a layup. But the layup's a little bit challenging here on a fast break with somebody chasing you down. So you got to make sure that you throw the right touch on that pass, and he just couldn't do it that time. And so here they are, 2nd down and 10, and he'll get to midfield, and that'll actually be no gain. Defense doing a great job. But there goes a timeout for the first time for the Red Dragons, and that'll set up 3rd and 5 with a little over a minute left. What's good, B-Bout it? B-Bout being, I'm going to just say B-Bout. That's what I'm going to call you, my guy. Appreciate you coming through the stream, though. Third and 10. Here goes Joey Luigs. Maneuvering through the pocket. Scrambles, and he's got a first down. Doesn't slide again. He's got the first. Timeout. The second one's going to be burned for the Red Dragons. So that sets up 1st and 10 at the 39. Only one timeout remaining for San Diego. It's 54 seconds left, and here they go with 3 receivers out wide to the left side. Joey Luigs taking off again. Throws on the move and delivers a beautiful on-the-money pass right on the run. And that's going to be Sean McClure, the tight end, with the catch. And that's a tough pass to make. Tough play to make. But Joey Luigs making it look easy. And it's 1st and 10 at the 18. Half a minute now left here in this game, and he takes off straight up the gut. And he gets it right at the 10-yard line, and that's going to set up now 2nd and 2. What's up, Julian? Appreciate you coming through the stream. And now a little over 10 seconds. And there goes a throw to the end zone. This one just sails all the way out the back of it, as that one will go incomplete. So it's now 3rd and 2 with 9 seconds left. Ball at the 10. Here goes Joey Luigs. Throws into the flats, and he gets out of bounds. So if you're the Red Dragons at this situation, what do? They're going to play it smart. They're going to kick the field goal here instead of trying to go for it one more time. Never know. The clock could hit 0. They want to make sure that they close the game out with some more points. So here they go with the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. The Red Dragons lead it here 8-0 with 2 seconds left here in the half. So if they make this kick returnable, that should do it for the game, and it is, as they'll get this one at the 7. And that's Kingston Kinney, the submitted draft player that was picked up by the Aviators in this past draft. And that's going to do it for the first half. The Red Dragons on top 8-0 over the Aviators. It's been an interesting game. Both teams just making great defensive plays. The Aviators playing really solid on defense, much better than they did against the Voyagers, and they suffered their loss last week 34-24. But the Red Dragons coming off a hot simulated win, and so they're getting things done on defense. Their offense is starting to come alive. Haven't been able to score a touchdown yet, so it hasn't been a touchdown in this game. Just a lot of defensive plays. And here goes a look at the highlights. The safety to get things started for the Red Dragons, and they were able to bring down Russell Rennis right there for the first points. The score was 2-0. Then after that, they were able to kick a field goal and make it 5-0, which was a majority of the half. And then the rest of that was pretty much just defensive play that you're going to see here by the highlights. Breaking down what I could say about what teams should do heading into the second half. The Red Dragons got to find a way to put the pressure on the Aviators. Their defense, of course, is always going to get the job done for a majority of the part and just keep the offense out of the end zone. But they got to find a way to apply pressure, because they are a good, solid offense, and if they can score just one touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, they can tie this game up, and they're going to get the ball. So this is what's going to happen here Now that's what's going to need to happen here for the Red Dragons. They want to maintain this lead, but the Aviators themselves need to apply pressure and find ways to move on this defense. And there goes a good return as Kenny will get this one out to the 24-yard line. And so here we go. It's 1st and 10 to start out the second half of this ball game. It's been a low-scoring one as the Red Dragons haven't been able to score a touchdown, but they've got a safety and 2 field goals to make the score 8-0. And here goes Russell Rennis throwing, and a tough catch in traffic. And that's going to be Armin Holland with the connection on the hook route to set up a 1st and 10 for the Aviators, and that's a great way to get started. There's a handoff, open lane, spin move, and here he goes. It's Kadron Lust. Nobody's going to catch him, and just like that, the Aviators are on the board. And this is exactly what I was talking about here. If the Aviators can score, they're going to be in the game just like that. And so now it's up to this Red Dragons offense to apply that pressure. It's rare to get a long touchdown run or any big play on this Red Dragons defense. But right there, Kadron Lust showing off the joystick skills. Beautiful spin move. Got a key block right there. And that spin able to make Alex Stone miss. And that's all he needed to spring him for that long 60-plus yard touchdown run. And so here they go, looking to go for 2 points to tie this one up at 8. And they'll go with a counter run play, and it's not going to work out. So the defense bottling that one up, and that's going to now set up a 2-point deficit here for the Aviators. So the score is 8-6. A little bit of a weird score here, but the Aviators applying pressure. So now the offense of the Red Dragons got to get something going here. And here goes the return. Takes a big hit as he'll go down at the 27. So here goes Joey Lewis. They didn't lose the lead. They're up by 2. But this is a tough situation to be in. Their offense just hasn't been able to cap off any drives. It's been just a couple of field goals. So here they go, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. They'll motion Stoner out to the right side, and here goes Joey Lewis. Blitz pressure coming, throws into the flats as he hits his fullback Stoner. He gets it out past the, clock just went off. My bad for that. That's a 5-yard gain right there, and the Red Dragons will have 2nd down and 5 now. It's good, JP Flowers. Yeah, that probably shouldn't have ran the ball for that 2-point conversion attempt. 2nd and 5. Here goes Lewis. Checks it down over the middle, and I don't know what Andrew McIntosh was doing right there. He could have just caught it and turned it upfield and got the first. Try to be too crafty. Gets his first catch of the day. No catches for him in that first half. Deontay Compton, was the one who was making the big grabs for the Red Dragons. But it now brings up 3rd and 2, and here goes Lewis. Moving around, and down he's going to go for a sack, and that's Swain with his 4th sack of the day. Swain has just been an absolute force up front for the Aviators. And here's another look at this play. You can see Joey Lewis just looking for an open receiver. Got pressured, did a great job by Gabriel containing that edge. But it's just one-on-one when you're with Swain, number 91. You're not going to win that often. It's tough. It's a tough battle that you're asking your offensive lineman to do. And there he is getting his 4th sack of the day. And so here goes the kick. And he gets nailed at the 20-yard line. Short return by Kingston Kinney. But he hangs on, and the offense going to come out at the 20-yard line. And here goes Kadron Lust. That last drive, they were able to cap off a long 62-yard touchdown run thanks to some key blocks and a beautiful spin move by Kadron Lust. But here they are, 1st and 10 at the 20 for Columbus. Appreciate that, JP Flowers. Thanks for coming through, man. Definitely means a lot. First and 10, play action. Here goes Russell Rennis going deep over the middle, and the catch is going to be made for a first down. That was a big-time throw and a big-time catch made right there by Adrian Fisher. And here's another look at this play here as he's got a good, clean pocket, able to stand firm and just deliver an on-the-money pass in a tight window, and Fisher got to get some credit as well for hanging on to that catch in traffic. That big play gets him right across midfield, and here they go with the ground game. Beautiful jump cut as he gets it inside the 45 for a short gain of 2. I didn't even realize that I got any catch. I can't even see. I'm just commenting. So I'm not even on YouTube to be able to see what's happening. I'm just on my app to be able to see you guys' comments. I just want to, focus on the game and make sure that I'm giving you guys some good commentary. But it's 3rd down and 3. And the Aviators coming out in the offset I formation at the 40. The defense showing blitz here. Play action. Good chop block. Extends his time. The catch is not made. They're going to say out of bounds. Incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. So it's going to be a big stop right there by the Red Dragons defense. Aviators got off to a really good start after that big pass play down the field to Adrian Fisher. A great job right there as they're able to hold them out of field goal range, and they'll have to punt it. You said it should be in the comments. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do it. The app won't show me that in the comments. It's a YouTube deal, so I'm not on the YouTube app. It's actual PlayStation app, so when I go live through my PlayStation, I can see you guys' comments and just be able to easily communicate with you guys. 1st and 10 here at the 19 after the punt. And here goes San Diego. Play action. Got some good protection. A wild throw across his body. Intercepted by the Aviators. He's tripped up, though, and he will fall inside the 30. That's Rudolph with an interception. And that's going to hurt. That's really going to take a toll on this offense. And that's one thing you get with Joey Lewis. Just sometimes you get those reckless throws across the body, and that was just not the time to make that throw. You're not that far away from your own end zone, so that turnover just gives the Aviators excellent field position. And so they may not have been able to get any points on their last drive, but here they are already inside the 30, looking to try to take the lead for the first time today. A field goal will put them on top. Defensive game, it's been all the way. I formation here at the 28. And let's see what the Aviators will call. They'll dial up a run play, and this one gets stuffed in the backfield for a loss of 3 by Derek Williamson. That's one thing about this defense, man. The linebacker core that they have, they're just really good at shooting the gaps. You can see right there, he reads that this play's going this way, contains that edge, and just blows that play up for a loss. It definitely wasn't a good throw made there by Joey Lewis to have that turnover. And here we are, 2nd and 12, an outside run. Tries to get busy with a juke move right there. And he'll just get it right back where they started at the 28. It's just a short 1, maybe 2 yard gain. Third and 9, and they call a draw play. And that's not going to catch this defense off guard. They're ready as they're able to bring them down right at the line of scrimmage. That's C.J. Core, the defensive tackle, going to get credit for the tackle. Did a great job just shedding off of that lineman right there, as you can see right there. Just throws him to the side, comes up with a solid tackle. And so they'll have to settle for 3. But despite that, the turnover is going to turn into some positive points for the Aviators if they can hit this one, and they'll take the lead by 1 point for the first time today. Nobody gets through. The kick is up, and it is good. We got ourselves a 9-8 ball game. The Aviators are on top. This has just been a defensive brawl all throughout the day. I mean, the Aviators trying their best to move the ball when they can on this Red Dragons defense. They get some help there with the turnover, and now they're able to take the lead for the first time today. But as I said, heading into the half, one thing that the Red Dragons are going to have to do, if they want to come out on top of this game with the victory, they need to apply pressure offensively, and making throws like that across the body by Joey Lewis isn't going to get the job done. And here's a look at his stats today. He's 12 of 17, 106 yards. No touchdowns, but he threw an interception on that last drive. Hopefully, he doesn't throw any more to help out this Aviators team. And so that interception actually ended up passing up their lead, and so it's now 1st and 10 at the 27. Joey Lewis scrambling. And here he goes. First down and then some. He hasn't been sliding, but he's a tough quarterback when he runs out of the pocket. 8 carries out of the pocket for 76 yards. He's still keeping the energy, as you can see him right there doing a little bob. But there goes a big first down pickup for the Red Dragons. He's got to be careful. Last time he got hit by Brendan Gabriel, and Gabriel was in on that tackle. He forced the fumble, but it went out of bounds. And so either way, he hangs on to the ball. It's a good play, and it's 1st and 10 at the 43 for the Red Dragons. Play action. Here goes Lewis throwing on the move, and this one out of bounds, incomplete. Pressure has been good by the Aviators. They've done a great job just on the outside containment with their DNs, their linebackers, and that's what helps those big plays to the outside from happening, is if you can have your guys do a great job and keep everything in front of you and in the inside, those big gains to the outside aren't going to help. Aren't going to happen. Excuse me. 3rd and 9. Joey Lewis throws on the move, and this one incomplete. So a good stop right there by the Aviators defense. Not making things easy. The ground game has been tough to move on this front 7 of the Aviators, and their pass defense has just always been the strength of their defense. And so they probably got to try to make some trust one-on-one throws on the next time they get out onto the field with Joey Lewis. But a beautiful punt right there as this one goes out of bounds at the 5. And that's really going to help out this Red Dragons defense. Defense already alone is tough to handle. And with them having them backed up near the goal line, it's going to be tough. They got a safety already earlier today in this same situation. So it's 1st and 10 for the Aviators at the 5. I formation. Definitely a run-heavy formation here. See if they'll run on their first down play. And they'll do just that. Gets a key block, but he's tripped up and wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on first down. It's still at the 5-yard line in 2nd and 10. And here they go with a draw, and that's blown up as he'll be taken down right at the 1. And that's Seth Hope on the tackle. His first tackle of the day. Dangerous field position. They got sacked last time here. Here goes a run. Did he get out? No, he didn't. And that is the 2nd safety of the day for the Red Dragons. And that gives them the lead by 1 point. And so the score is now 9-10. Here goes the return on the punt. And the tackle is going to be made at the 34. So excellent field position here for San Diego. Defense just always finds ways to get points for the Red Dragons. And that's a big reason on why they were Season 2 champs just a season ago. Because their defense just did an excellent job of just keeping teams out of the end zone and just finding ways to score points, whether it be through a turnover or getting safeties, as you can see here today. There goes Joey Lewis looking to try to throw. And crazy throw across his body, but this one is just angled to go out of bounds, incomplete, as he throws it away. And so 2nd down and 10 for the Dragons. On second down, they'll go with play action. Here goes a throw. Big catch, and there he goes down the sideline. It's the big tight end, Sean McClure. 3 touchdowns last week, and there he is getting hawked just in time as he falls right at the 1-yard line, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Here's another look at this play. The play action worked out well. It was man-to-man coverage. Safety Rudolph was in coverage, and hey, we all know about Sean McClure, probably the most athletic tight end in the league, runs like a receiver, and that was man-to-man coverage, and he won on that flag route. He showed off the speed, almost capped off with a touchdown. It was good, James. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. That was a huge play right there that the Red Dragons needed, and they need to score a touchdown if they want to apply pressure on the Aviators. 1st and goal right at the 1. And here they go. They'll run the ball, and C.J. Bobo bottled up for a loss of a yard on the play. It's 2nd and goal. And it's always tough in the RFL to score when you're within the 3-2, anything inside of the 3-yard line. It's just teams really stack the box, and it's hard to try to run it in. 2nd and goal. Here they go trying to run it, and they'll blow it up again. It just took way too long to try to get that run play going, as Lambert is able to bring them down for a loss. That's a big loss too. They were at the 2. They lose 5, and it's now 3rd and goal at the 7. And in the RFL, that could be actually a plus for the Red Dragons, because now they got some space to be able to throw the ball in the end zone, which they are really solid at. So we'll see if they can do that. As it's 3rd and goal here at the 7. Here goes Joey Luigs. Throws, nice catch, and nice defense right there by the Aviators. They'll keep them out of the end zone, and they'll have to settle for a field goal once again. This is the 3rd field goal attempt that they've had to settle for. And he gets the kickoff. And it's good, so that'll stretch their lead now to 4. The Red Dragons on top, 13-9. And so here goes the return from the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 22. So here we go, as the Aviators, they're starting to get things going offensively. Of course, it's not going to be easy moving the ball in this defense, but they're still within this game, just down by 4 points. 13-9 is the score. Let's see if they can get things going here on this drive. 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in the 3rd before we reach the 4th and final quarter. Here goes Maynard, motioning out to the right side. They'll run to the right, and he gets absolutely drilled by Derek Williamson. It's a loss of 2 yards. Coach amped up on the sideline about that play. Here's another look at it. They try to go up the gut, and Williamson just coming through, reading what was going to happen, shooting the gap, and laying the lumber on Kadron Lust. Second down and 12 here for the Aviators. In the gun, Russell Rennis looking to throw this time. He's got a guy, misses the tackle, and it's a foot race. Adrian Fisher going to take it the distance to the end zone. Touchdown, Aviators. 80 yards to the house. They needed a big play, and there it goes right there. Russell Rennis seeing it immediately and throwing a beautiful pass, catching Fisher in stride on the money, and the Aviators will take the lead. They're finding ways to score, man, and that's a big play made right there. That's their best cover corner right there. Avante Celestin getting beat on the 9 ball. And Adrian Fisher, man, like I said, these receivers on the smaller end of as far as height, but they are some big-time playmakers. You got Armin Holland, Adrian Fisher with this big 80-yard touchdown. That puts him over 100 yards receiving today and gives the Aviators the lead. This kick will put them up by a field goal. It's up, and the extra point is good. So we got ourselves a 16-13 ball game. That was the first touchdown of the day. Was it? It might not have been. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was the first touchdown of the day. I forgot they went for 2. Okay. I kind of got lost there. But here goes the kicking unit as they'll kick this one off to the Red Dragons. So far, Aviators are competing, man. Looks like revenge from that divisional playoff round from last season where the Aviators got eliminated by the Red Dragons. But the Red Dragons doesn't really have anything much to worry about. They're just down by a field goal. But their offense, they've been struggling to be able to punch the ball in for 6. They haven't done it once yet today. They've just got help from the defense with 2 safeties. And they've just been kicking field goals for the most part. Play action here, and here goes Russell Rennis. Throws on the move, and a beautiful catch made right there. And that is the rookie Obey Kid. First round draft pick there for the Red Dragons, and they said they are glad to have him on the team. But that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We head into the fourth and final. The Aviators are on top of the Red Dragons here, 16-13. This is a huge game here going down in San Diego as the Aviators looking to upset the RFL champs just a season ago as they have them down by 3. It's 2nd and 2 for the Red Dragons. Shotgun here for Joey Lewis. There goes a handoff. Wide open space, and that's going to be a first down run for CJ Bobo. 20 carries for 39 yards. They just absolutely eliminated the run game of the Red Dragons today. Play action. Here goes Joey Lewis. Taking a deep shot and a beautiful sideline catch. There's a flag, however, on the field. You got to see what they'll call here. Illegal touching on the offense. So Deontay Compton, they say, stepped out of bounds before he made the catch. And that's going to actually lose them a down. No gain. So that'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Red Dragons. That could have been a big play right there for them. Here goes Joey Lewis. Looking, throws, and he misses an open receiver. And it's crunch time. You got to be able to make these throws. It's the fourth quarter. Had to step on the guy, just couldn't deliver a catchable ball. And now it's a 3rd and 10. You just don't like being in this situation. There goes Lewis getting pressured. Throws on the move, and he misses an open target again. Had Russell Fender right there in the flats. And that could have been a big play that could have sprung him for a first down. Nobody was around him. And coach not satisfied at all. Joey Lewis missing 2 big opportunities there to be able to pick up the first down. Here goes the punt. This one angling toward the right, and it goes out of bounds at the 7. This punter has just been pinpoint accurate as far as pinning them close to the goal line, and every time that he has done it, it's resulted in a safety. And so the Aviators better be careful here. 2 times they went down for a safety. Adrian Fisher, 2 catches, 114 yards and a touchdown on the day. So he's had a fantastic day. They at least got a little bit of space away from the goal line. The way this defense played the last time they got a safety, it was pretty tough. But here goes a run and a good tackle made there by Le'Veon Henry as he brings them down at the 10 for a gain of 3. I formation here for Columbus. They'll give the ground game another try, and this time it's not going to work out for them. It's a loss of 2 yards, and it's now 3rd and 9 for the Aviators. Red Dragons pressing up here, and last time that they did that, they got caught for an 80-yard touchdown pass to Fisher, but this time, nothing open deep. Good press there by the corners, and he's got to check it down as that one doesn't pick up the first. It's 4th. So this is going to be a big drive for the Red Dragons. Joey Luigs missing opportunities. He's got to be able to come through in the clutch with some big plays. Here goes the return, and a great shoestring tackle made there on Victor Serwanda. And that's one thing you don't want to see. He's a Pro Bowl corner, kick returner for a reason a season ago. He may not juke you, but when he got open field and space, very dangerous with the ball in his hands. Got the corners pressed up here on defense, and here goes a 5-wide empty set for the Red Dragons. Joey Luigs moving around, and he goes down for a sack, just holding on to the ball way too long. And look who's in on the initial contact. That's 4.5 sacks now for Brian Swain. And this is just a poor job by Joey Luigs. You got to understand the situation. You can't just get sacked. And yeah, everybody was just about going deep, but if you can't find anybody, throw the ball away. He spins around, it just stays in the pocket, and he gets sacked for a loss. Once again, he's been sacked plenty of times so far already in this game. What's good, Milo? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. It's all good, man. Thanks for coming through. 2nd and 22 after the 12-yard loss on the sack. Good pick up there, throws, and there goes a nice completion as he finds Sean McClure. McClure over 100 yards receiving today. 2 big performances back-to-back. Of course, last week it was a simulated win game, so it wasn't an RFL. They automatically get the win since they played an NFL team, but looking at the stats of that game, he balled out with 3 touchdowns. It's 3rd and 11. Here goes Joey Luigs. Getting sacked again. Tried to outrun Brennan Gabriel, and he's just done a great job containing the outside, making sure Joey Luigs didn't make it out to the outside for a big play. And it's looking like the Aviators, man, their defense is helping them maintain this lead. If the offense can apply the pressure and score another touchdown, that is really going to help them out, and they could come up with this upset here in week 2 of the RFL season. And with a loss here for the Red Dragons, that would actually drop the Red Dragons to number 2 in the division as of so far, since the Huskies came up with a victory over the Dreadnoughts earlier today. And here goes a beautiful punt. This one at the 5. He has just been pinpointing these punts, and it's mainly because of him that they are able to stop this offense. I mean, they've had tough field position to work with all throughout the day, and they've been safety twice. Russell Renner's numbers for the day: 5 of 10, 133 yards and a touchdown. But he's been hit in the end zone for safety. They got to be careful here. Last time they were at the 5 due to a punt, it was a safety. Here goes a throw and complete as he overshoots him. B.J. Yoder was the intended target. So any freshman advice? Not really, man. Just enjoy college. That's all I can tell you. Just have fun out there, man. 2nd and 10. Here goes a fullback dive as he gives it off to the rookie submitted draft player Mason Maynard. Picks up 4, and it's 3rd down. Third and 6. Play action. Actually, they'll hand it off. They try to catch him with the draw. He's still on his feet, but he's not going to be able to pick up the first down. So good job right there by the defense. And their defense has really kept them in this game. Their punter has kept them in this game. Just giving the Aviators just extremely tough field position and situations to work with. And the offense just hasn't been able to take advantage. And so here goes Victor Sawanga, as he'll get it out past the 40 to the 41. And that is going to set up now good field position for the Red Dragons. Joey Luigs, he's missed a lot of opportunities to actually make some big plays. He's got to make sure that he comes through in the clutch. This is the time to step up in these big games. This is what defines your career as a quarterback. And if you can't lead your team in those clutch situations to a victory, your time usually as a starter doesn't last too long. And even though he is still a pretty solid quarterback and the best that they have so far, he's got to make sure that he can deliver in those clutch situations. But there he is, throwing into the flats, an 8-yard gain, and here is 2nd and 2 with an I formation. Handoff, and here goes CJ Bobo, getting it across midfield to the 46, and that's going to be a Red Dragons first down. CJ Bobo has just been absolutely shut down today. 21 carries, 45 yards. His defense have made sure that they have made it where the game relies on Joey Luigs to perform. He's got to beat them with his arm, and so far it's been a good strategy, as it hasn't been working out well for them. Here goes a throw. They lose 3 yards. I wouldn't even have made that throw. So he loses 4 on the pass play right there, and it's 2nd and 14. There goes Joey Luigs trying to take off, and he is going to be sacked. That's Medlin getting in on the play from the safety position, and now it's going to be a long 3rd down situation for the Red Dragons. And the Red Dragons need a big play here. They need 16 yards. And here he is, rolling out of the pocket, slides, can't find anybody open. The coverage has just been too great. And so the Aviators defense able to get the stop once again, and that's exactly what you want to see. I mean, this team is holding on to this 3-point lead, looking to get their break with a big offensive touchdown of some sort. And here goes a bad punt this time. This one goes out of bounds. Very short punt. And it goes out at the 30. So there goes a break that the Aviators catch as Russell Rennis coming back out onto the field. Team still up by a field goal. He has the opportunity to possibly seal this game if he can have a touchdown on this drive. Let's see if he can lead this offense to it, as he'll come out in the pistol formation. Maynard in motion. They'll try to run it, and Kadron Lusk is blown up and will be taken down at the 27. Neither team has really been able to run the ball successfully, and that'll be a 3-yard loss. 2nd down and 13. Long distance to go here. Here goes Russell Rennis. He's got a good clean pocket right now. Spins around, throws, and he's got an open receiver. And that's going to be Armin Holland getting it to midfield. And that is a big first down. This will be a big win for the Aviators. After that bad loss and terrible performance in week 1 of the season to the Voyagers, if they can get a victory against last season's chance, not only that, just get themselves, a win on the season. That's really going to change their momentum. That's a big play. Now this defense, they've got to step up. Play action. Here goes Russell Rennis. Pressure's coming, and down he's going to go for a sack as he's met by Mike Luke. It's a sack and a half for him today. And now bring up now 2nd and 22. And that's something that the defense desperately needed. I mean, they just got to fight and maintain and hope that their offense can just put together one drive to help them win this game. I mean, the offense, only 3 field goals that they've been able to get. Play action, here they are, setting up the receiver screen, and they are on it. It's a short gain as he gets it out to Adrian Fisher just for a yard. And so here we are, we've reached the 2-minute warning, so this is going to be the big drive, it looks like, for the Red Dragons. They need to get this stop, most likely they will. It's going to be a long 3rd down situation for the Aviators, but I ain't going to quite say that they will exactly. But the Aviators, 16 points in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. They haven't been able to score any points since then. And they didn't score any points in the 1st half. And looks like they're going to play it smart. Power running formation here. Most likely might just run the ball. And they'll do just that. Here they go with an outside run, and it is sniffed out perfectly as they'll lose yards, and they'll have to punt it. And a timeout's going to be called by the Red Dragons. So that's going to give them a little under 2 minutes to work with. And it's really going to come down to this last drive. Russell Rennis, I said the wrong quarterback. Joey Lewis has got to lead this team down the field and score. Here goes the punt. See if they can get a good punt here. And they do. This one goes in the end zone, though, just barely for a touchback. And that was branded. And so here goes the offense. Most likely this will be their last drive to try to win this game. Offense just has not been able to finish any drives at all today. Joey Lewis going to look to throw here. Throws across his body, intercepted, and that right there might seal the game. Armin Rudolph with his 2nd pick of the game, and once again, just a terrible throw by Joey Lewis. You just got to make a better throw than this. I mean, he just throws absolutely across his body, making those usual risky passes. Throws it where there's just a bunch of Aviator defenders. And that right there might seal the deal in this game. Russell Rennis most likely going to look to chew the clock here, the offense, and just come out on top with the victory. Red Dragons luckily at least have 2 timeouts, so they might be able to get the ball back. If they give up a touchdown, this is definitely over. There goes Rennis. Interception! And so the Red Dragons get the ball back. Wow. Going to have to get another look at this play. I can't believe that. That's just 2 back-to-back interceptions. There he is trying to run out the pocket. Tried to throw it down to Kadron Lusk. But he just throws it too far inside, and it goes straight to Derek Williamson. And what a play on the ball by Williamson. And so now they still have a chance to come out on top of this game. Yeah, definitely would have been a smart idea to just run the clock out. They tried to throw it, and it costs them. And so now Lewis is going to have to take advantage. He's gotten so many opportunities. And once again, throwing across his body, but the catch could not be made. He needs to stop doing that. That's just not a healthy thought or action at all for a quarterback in this league. Quarterbacks who do that, usually in these situations, just always throw the game away. He was better off just running out of the pocket there with that one. Deion Lockley The corner able to force the contact to force the incompletion. We are under a minute and a half left in this game. Joey Luigs. It all comes down to him, whether or not the Red Dragons can pull off this victory. And there he goes, a completion. And that's going to get them out at the 21 for a gain of 4. And so it's third down. They still have 2 timeouts, but they still have a long way to go. They need to make plays, and they need to make plays now. All comes down to Joey Luigs. This will most likely be their final drive to try to make something happen. Corners are going to be pressed up here for Columbus. And here goes Joey Luigs scrambling already. Throws on the move, and this one off target. That's just one thing you want to have. You just want to see Joey Luigs just sit more in the pocket and take some time. Instead, he always tries to throw on the move. And that's what forces and makes the inaccurate passes and the mistakes that he has usually during the seasons. And so here it is, fourth down. They got one opportunity here. There goes a throw and a big first down pickup. That's just what they needed. So now they're going to run this 2-minute offense. Deontay Compton coming through in the clutch. Luigs again looking to throw. Goes over the middle, big catch, and that's going to be Obey Kidd, the rookie. And they are moving. A field goal will be able to send this game at least into overtime. Joey Luigs taking off. He's got a first down and then some. Slides, and he plays it smart. That puts him over 100 yards rushing for the day. Close to half a minute here left. And here goes Luigs getting sacked. They'll call a timeout. He cannot afford to get sacked again, because if that happens, that's going to push them out of field goal range. They do not want to lose any more yards than they just have. So they can send this game into overtime. This is big. Here goes Luigs. Throwing on the move. There's a flag, though. This might be a legal forward pass. And that's exactly what it is. He just, man, if he had just taken off, that would have been better. And so now it puts the ball at the 33, and so that makes the field goal kick even longer. If I'm the Red Dragons, I'm playing it smart, and I'm just going to run the ball probably up the gut or something. They cannot afford to lose any yards on this next play. If they do, the chances of them hitting a field goal from this distance is going to be very slim, and they'll do exactly what I said. And what is Russell Fender doing? He runs the opposite way. And they know they can't hit the field goal, and so now they're going to go for it. That just cost them the game. And an interception. Oh my God, that was just terrible. And he's going to take it the distance to the house. And that's going to be Lynn Mayberry to close out the game with a pick six. That was just a terrible job right there by Russell Fender. I mean, that's the backup running back. I don't know why they didn't have CJ Bobo in. He tries to bounce the run outside. You just can't do that. This is a clutch situation. It was a great job by Joey Luigs driving down the field. And he just blows it. That was a great return right there by Lynn Mayberry. And the Aviators going to pull off this upset as they get the win here in San Diego. 23-13 is the final. Man, this game could have been completely different. I don't know what Russell Fender was thinking on that run play. I can't fault Joey Luigs for the ending of that play. I mean, that should have been a run straight up the gut. It was there. It was there. He had the line. We're gonna have to look right at that play. That was just terrible. And Russell Fender, I don't know what's going to happen to him, but Jesus, he's already a backup running back, and he just cost them the game like that. That is just unbelievable. Had the clear lane up the middle. That was just perfectly blocked and executed. Could not afford to lose any yards, and he does that. trying to be extra and costs the Red Dragons. So the Red Dragons not going to be on top of the division. Huskies going to be on top. And that's what it comes to. And already they've lost the same amount of games that they lost last season. And this season definitely might be different here for the Red Dragons. But, man, I wonder what happened to CJ Bobo, why he wasn't in the game. He's probably tired or he got injured or some sort. We're going to have to check that out. But we're going to have to, before we even get into the stats, we got to look at that play. Why? Why would you? We can't even go back and look at it. Negative. I mean, that was just terrible. He had the blocking set up and everything for him to pick up that first down, and he tries to bounce it outside. That may just really hurt him as far as where he stands on the running back depth chart. But here's a look at this last play. I mean, he already felt the pressure was coming, didn't have no time. That would have been crazy. I mean, had he been able to probably squeeze that one in. But no, that was just a great play. Great play right there by Lynn Mayberry. And then just the awareness and the vision to take this one all the way back to the house to make the score look more in favor and better to them, like they just came up with a solid victory. I mean, even though they did, this was a big upset. But let's get into the stats, man. I mean, my mind is blown at the fact that ended like that because of that run play by Fender. But here's a look at the stats. Actually, you guys, I'm not going to be able to really go through these. I gotta hurry up and do something right now. But look at this, man. 3 interceptions by Joey Luigs. He could have had just 2 and possibly sent this game into overtime. Who knows what would have happened in overtime if the Red Dragons been able to get to it. Russell Rennes played pretty good, as you can see with the stats there. But this guy right here, 1 carry, his only carry of the day, and that's what he does with it. Absolutely ridiculous. And so I'm not even going to go through the rest of the stats. I got to hurry up and do something, as I said. But appreciate you guys coming through. This was just, I mean, it was a great game, don't get me wrong. But the ending, I mean, it's unbelievable. Russell Fender just threw the game away for the Red Dragons. So that's going to be it, you guys. I'll see you guys next week for commentary throughout the weekday. I will be live streaming games, but I won't be commentating until the next weekend. And so I can't wait for that, to be able to get week 3 action to you guys. And with that being said, appreciate you guys once again for coming through. It's your boy Smitty, play-by-play commentator, and the commissioner here. And I can't wait to see you guys, as I said, next week. Peace.